Students, in this session, we are going to learn about tsunamis. What is a tsunami? Well, the definition is due to volcanic eruption or earthquake on the sea floor, high oceanic waves are created and they are known as tsunamis. They are high and have unimaginable length. You can't imagine the length of the waves which come during tsunamis. Their length is approximately 700 to 1600 kilometers. These waves travel with a great velocity, great speed and force. By the time they reach the coast, they attain great height also and power also. Okay, massive they become, which causes a great deal of destruction in the coastal region, coastal areas. It was witnessed on 11th March 2011 in Japan. And this is, you must have noticed that this is the opening line of our chapter. The date is given 11th March 2011. Well, students, strong and whirling winds also create big and strong waves. Once the storm gets over, these waves become tall with a high wavelength which can travel great distances. Such waves, what do they cause? They cause a great deal of destruction, damage in the coastal regions, coastal areas. Hence, they are known as the destructive waves. At times, rock falls, ice falls, or underwater landslides or slumps can generate displacement of water to create a tsunami. Now think, students, if your house is near the seashore and the government warns you about tsunami, what will you do for your protection? Think about it. Now the next comes flood. The next natural disaster is flood. What is flood? The flow of excess of water in a river is called flood. Flood occurs due to two reasons. There are two main causes. What are the first one is heavy rain in the upper course of river, and the second one is if a dam on river breaks. Flood occurs in the low-lying areas on the river bank. Okay, there is one chart given here over here for you thing to know. Please write down this chart in your SS notebook. Let's move on to our next topic, that is famine. From the picture which is given over there in the textbook, you can see what a devastated the famine has caused. See the condition of the earth's surface, and it occurs due to less amount of rainfall. Scanty rainfall leads to the drying up of the groundwater and shortage of food and water. This condition is known as famine. The condition of famine occurs in case of scanty rainfall, that is less amount of rainfall or no rainfall at all for 2 to 3 years continuously, successively. The possibility of famine is less. How can we do that? If we plant more and more trees. Yes, children, that's why we always say plant more trees around you. The next topic comes cyclone. The simple meaning of cyclone is air which blows at a great speed. It can be called a storm or whirlwind. The coastal areas, the coastal regions, the regions which are near the coast of India experience cyclone every year. Every year they experience cyclones. The eastern coast especially experiences it every year. The adjacent regions also feel the effects of cyclones when it is at its highest intensity. However, these winds affect a limited area for a limited period of time only. The states like West Bengal or Orissa, they experience cyclone every year. And you will get more information on these in the next session of PDF file. Now think, students, how will you respond to the situation if the warning for a cyclone is given to you? Think about it. Next comes, the next topic is forest fire. You can see the images given, the scenes of forest fire. Friction between dry branches of trees and other factors cause forest fire, and it causes a great amount of damage to the forest resources, even to the local people, the residential areas which are near the forests. Next comes landslides. You can see the scene over here of a landslide. It's havoc, it's a massive damage and destruction. The sliding of large mass of rock material, soil, etc. down the side of a mountain or cliff is termed as landslide. Two factors, there are two reasons which cause landslide: excessive rainfall or an earthquake. What are the examples? For example, in the rainy season, the railway transportation in Konkan gets obstructed, blocked due to these landslides. Well, children, please revise the whole chapter properly, thoroughly, and go through the video repeatedly if required. Thank you, students.